Mindfulness. Continuing our video series on realization. I'm Anthony with True Diamond Heart. Mindfulness. We spoke last time of consciousness. Now, mindfulness is a very practical and concrete way of being conscious, of bringing consciousness, of expanding and practicing consciousness. Consciousness is the light that dispels the darkness of the falseness that makes it so that we can't see, live, and experience the real I that is the realization of God nature. Mindfulness. Mindfulness needs to simply pay attention. Notice the word pay. You are literally paying your vital energy, the currency, the money of your attention, because your attention's somewhere all the time, even when you're asleep, but especially when you're awake, you notice it. Your attention is somewhere. You are paying the currency of your attention, which is your vitality, your life energy. You are paying your life energy to something. To what? Well, by and large, to the chatter in your head and to the senses that you're experiencing and the feelings, the five senses, the thinking in your head, and then this constellation of things that is chattering, what you want, what you don't want, who you think you are, what you think they think, all these things. Mindfulness is not to interfere with any of that. Mindfulness, meditation is more the practice of cutting those chatterings, but we'll get to that. Mindfulness is simply taking your attention, the focus, the God-given power, which is really the power of choice, to pay your attention to what's happening, especially within. Now what we do, anyone does, to be mindful is to see what's happening, especially within, without explaining it. Oh, this is happening because of that, because of this, because that just maintains the chatter. And it's not light, it's simply paying attention to yourself, and paying attention to yourself in a way that's just keeping yourself, that little false self going, explaining. So of course sometimes we need to explain things. I'm talking about generally being mindful, without explaining why I'm feeling this anxiety. I'm feeling this thing. Without judging it. Oh, I hate it. That's more energy, more false I energy. It's feeding the thing that's anxious. It's feeding the anxious energy. So you're watching the anxiety, which is an example in this case. It could be anything within. You're watching without explaining it, without judging it, without negating, saying, I'm going to think positively. I'm just not going to be anxious. Well, unless you're at a very high stage, you won't be able to do that. You won't understand how to simply relax and let go and surrender. We'll talk about all this and experience some of it. At this stage, don't deny it. Don't say you're not going to feel that way or you don't feel that way or you're not experiencing that, you're not going to experience it. Simply see it with some degree of surrender, acceptance. Just see it without judging, without explaining, without pushing it down, negating, saying it's not happening or you're not going to let it happen. And of course, sometimes we have to self-regulate, of course. But I'm talking about generally speaking, you're sitting by yourself and you're feeling the anxiety. You simply see it. You don't explain it, you don't judge it, you don't push it down, and you don't project it, which means you don't say, well, which is a form of explanation, but it's a specific form. This is happening because she said that to me earlier today. I'm anxious because I'm worried about something's going to happen tomorrow. It could be true or not true. It doesn't matter. Don't project it. Don't put it anywhere. It's simply an energy that's happening. We'll do the meditation next time. We need meditation. We need experience of this, of real I, realization, some feeling of realization. So mindfulness is to go about your business, your life, as often as you can remember. And when you forget, even if it's for 3 weeks, when you remember that you forgot for 3 weeks and you have a moment of mindfulness, that's progress. That's good, not bad. It's not bad that you forgot for 3 weeks. It's good that you remembered after 3 weeks, period. This isn't seeing it positively. This is just the truth. Because before you went 3 years without it even crossing your mind. Progress. Brother, sister, love yourself. Seeing what's happening within with flaws, with who you are right now. You are perfect in process towards realization, manifestation, realization of your perfection. Without explaining, watching yourself, especially within, watching what's happening, but especially within, without explaining. It's okay. Without explaining, without judging, without negating and pushing down or pretending you're overcoming it, and without projecting it. This is the light that clears away the falseness and reveals the beauty and the perfection of your true I. Next time, an experience.